Mr.Serra is one of the most significant artists working today. He's changed the way we understand space and our relation to space. He's opened up new terrain in so many fronts.
He's known as America's greatest sculptor, perhaps the world's greatest sculptor. But his influence goes much beyond that. For example, his drawings, on which he's been working since 1971, may be equally as important in the scheme of things as his sculpture. He's a very serious person, and he's always trying to dig deeper and deeper into the truth.
He's not afraid to ask simple questions. His really greatness have to do with his inquisitiveness and his curiosity.
Mr.Serra has given us ways of thinking about sculpture that are unprecedented, and it begins with an early focus on materials and their properties and how they behave. And the work has grown into large-scale and almost environmental pieces in some instances, in which we move through spaces that are, in the case of the most recent Torkdelipses, spaces of a kind we've never have experienced before.
His curved sculptures in particular could be 500,000–600,000 pounds, but the curves, the bends are so fluid and smooth, and you're walking one speed through a sculpture, but the walls are flying past you at different rates of speed.
In other words, you don't take space for granted. Walking here to gradually there changes all the time. It's like being in a kind of cinematic experience rather than being a sculpture.
And it's very clear with Serra that the work is not about the object, it's beyond the object. And he's using the object in order to intersect space.
He's able to balance the equilibrium between weight and weightlessness, that much tonnage can be so light and lyrical.
I've been installing Richard's sculptures, big and small, for almost 30 years. The biggest problem we have is keeping pace with him, because his ideas often exceed what really should be considered feasible.
He's a great artist who believes in the function of great art. And that's why an artist's freedom is important to the freedom, can inspire freedom of other human beings in society. And that's why art is vital to the growth of culture.
I think Richard's influence is widespread and manifold, and it's obviously in relation to artists making sculpture, but I think equally importantly, he provides a model of an artist, someone whose dedication to his work, his single-minded focus on what that work can be, how to push it, how to engage with other artists.
He's a great artist, but also a remarkable human being, because he's intensely aware of his vulnerability as much as his strength.